Live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Welcome to the Crossroads Sports Radio Show, presented by Scott K. Nichols and State Farm Insurance. And now, here's your hosts, Brandon Reef and Jonathan Birdsong.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Crossroads Sports Radio, episode number 268. I'm your host, Brandon Reef, joined as always by my main man, Jonathan Birdsong. JB, how are you?
Hey, man, I'm back at it, man. I'm glad to be back, man. Crazy. It feels like we've been gone like 2 weeks, dude, and it's only been like one. There's been so much that happened in between our last couple shows, man. But, like, man, Brandon, please give us the official rundown.
Yeah, tonight we're going to do our typical that we do during football season. We're going to recap the NFL Week 1. Week 1 was interesting, needless to say. Week 1, we'll preview that. We'll review that. We'll talk Colts, Jaguars. We'll talk the rest of the games. We'll talk some news and notes from the week, and then we'll also preview and give our pick-ems for week number 2. College football, we'll go recap the college football week. Talk about the next week of games. A little bit of quick hitters, and then we got Pick'em tonight with Tanner Penrod, who'll be joining us here at the bottom of the hour, about 7:50 this evening. So, John, I want to dive right into the college football. NFL. Bringing up the scores now. Started off on Thursday night, opening night, John. No Travis Kelce. The Lions beat the Chiefs 21-20. A lot of people need to pump the brakes. The Chiefs they're going to be just fine. The Chiefs are going to be just fine. Just need to pump them a little bit.
Absolutely. Travis Kelce didn't play. My guy that was a holdout, defensive tackle, with Jones.
Yep.
He didn't play. He's back. Like, no, I mean, we've seen the Chiefs do this song and dance, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just like, you know, let lesser teams, you know what I'm saying, compete with them. I don't necessarily think it was just like that, you know what I'm saying, Brandon, because they were trying. They didn't have all their bullets, you know what I'm saying? They didn't have all their, you know what I'm saying, their best team out there. And like I said, it is game 1. There's still somewhat of a feeling out, you know what I'm saying, in game 1 in the NFL. But like, no, man, if you are a Detroit Lions fan, you still kind of look away. The takeaway from that game is, one, you won it. I don't necessarily like the kookiness of Dan Campbell's play calling, Brandon, because long term that won't work, man. Like, they went for it, like the fake punt. Like, that sounds all great when me and you were playing Madden. You know what I mean? But, like, you know what I'm saying, long term, that's not a sustainable way of winning games. You know what I'm saying? I know somebody will probably call me out on it. What Pete Carroll did, it's okay, man. But, you know what I mean? Because Pete Carroll got to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because some of those little gadget plays. But like, no, man, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you walk away from that game feeling confident that your team can compete. I ain't taking a win now because, you know what I'm saying, all the other sets of hands, like Green Bay Packers. Like, dude, who saw that coming too, right? But like you see that the Detroit Lions will be 1 or 2 in the North, just because they have a balanced team, they have a balanced offense, they have a balanced defense, and you know, like they kind of believe they're coming into their own. How about I kind of put it, man, and like again, they got the Chiefs from like on the Chiefs being just mediocre, like you know, saying when they really go where they're starting. Chiefs want to be best going into. The Chiefs want to play their best version of football going into the wintertime, going into January, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, October. I was thinking it's early September. So that's kind of where I took away from the Brandon. Key positives, great game, exciting. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, you know, Detroit has, you know what I'm saying, put yourself in position to say, hey, man, we are here now. As far as the division is concerned, outside of that, you know what I'm saying, how that plays out from that perspective, yeah, man, Detroit, you know, put itself in position, Detroit Lions, believe it or not, to make the playoffs. And everybody said that in a long time.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I was not shocking that the Chiefs or the Lions won that game. Chiefs will be just fine. Lions will be good this year. Falcons, Panthers, 24-10. Falcons. Man, I really thought Frank Wright's team would come out and play a little bit better than what they did. Their Falcons, I'm not shocked that they won, but Tyler Aguilar just tore it up on the running game. Bijan Robinson had a touchdown in that game, but Falcons, Panthers, nothing really too sexy about that game that was played. I'll say the same about the Ravens and Texans, 25-9 Ravens. I think the biggest news of that game was J.K. Dobbins out for the year, torn ACL in that one. So I really don't have many notes on those two games, John. How about for the second year in a row, the Bengals, Joe Burrow, lay an egg opening week. Last year's against the Steelers. This week, 24-3 losers against the Brownies.
It just got out physical. Something that they were supposed to be the more physical team. The Cleveland Browns is out physical. Pushed them around kind of, man. I don't necessarily think it's anything for concern, but with the limited snaps that, practice time, all those things that Joe Burrow has, because of the injury and whatnot, like that is concerning because their window is right now. Not like, the Cincinnati Bengals window is right now. And like to kind of piss off that game, it's going to become critical. I think it actually might come down to the season. Not necessarily making playoffs, but I'm talking about far as seeding is concerned.
Okay. Well, I think it's okay. The fact that they lost, the Chiefs lost, and the Bills lost. I mean, that was your three teams right there for the top of the AFC. So I feel like it's a nice wash out that first week.
Why did everybody let Josh Allen off the hook, man?
We'll get to him. That's the last game of the week. That's the last one. We'll get to it. Colts, Jags. Jaguars win 31-21. Anthony Richardson's debut, John. A couple things to take away from me. Deion Jackson can't hang on to the football. Shane Steichen likes to go for it on a lot of fourth downs. Very aggressive. Richardson needs to learn how to slide. He kind of played like a rookie with some bad passes, but needs to learn how to slide or he's not going to make it the entire season.
I agree on all those assessments, man. He's also got to improve his accuracy. There was some through an interception, and it's not, hey man. For anybody that says, well, he like Peyton Manning or Andrew Luck or I'm just saying, if I had to put a grade on this quarterback, it would probably be a B-. I heard a lot of people say A+. I was like, man, hold on.
Whoa, Reggie.
Slow down. Man, not necessarily call anybody out specifically, man. They was just saying A+ because of the numbers and the yardage. And I'm like, man, hold on, man. There was a lot of errant passes there as well.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, an interception. And you had a chance in the fourth quarter to do something about it, to do something, you know what I'm saying? And like they didn't. They pissed away the opportunities. The defense, think about what the defense does that whole game. And still, in the final score is not indicative, but how the defense played. So they held the run until oh my God, kid, the name escapes me. The Jaguar player until he got that last big run.
NTN.
They held the Jaguars to under 3 yards. Yeah, they held the Jaguars to 3 yards rushing the whole game. Trevor Lawrence looked like, a bust. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. The defense looks improved. The kid Zaire, he was everywhere. I do believe.
Yeah, it's going to be a Pro Bowler right there.
Yeah, it looked like.
I thought Shaq Leonard looked good. I really did.
He looked decent. Yeah, he didn't look like he looked a sham or anything like that. But no, man. When you look like that, Brandon, it's on the offense. Look at what the defense put out there for you, right? Gus Bradley, he got held over from last year. We look at the offense, what did the offense do? Like the NFL has no excuses, man. That dude Shane Steichen went for, he was overly aggressive on fourth. Oh my goodness, man! How many times he went for it 4 times?
Yeah.
The good thing you walk away from it is that he's not a waffler.
They were 1 for 5 on fourth down. 1 for 5.
Yeah, but hey man, just because you want to go for it does not necessarily mean you want to put the team. You know what I mean?
2 for 12 on third downs.
Yeah. So look at the numbers like that. That's what I look at, the numbers like that. I get Anthony Richardson had a great yards and all those things, and Like, you know, everybody wants to automatically, including me, Jonathan Taylor, back into the run game or what that it surely improved. But like, I don't think the offense did enough dotting of the I's, crossing the T's. You know what I'm saying? To help. You know, obviously did create a good game, but like they should. I mean, there could have been more care to the process. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. So you talk about giving an A. People have given him an A. I'm not going to give it an A. I'll give it I'll give it a C. It was an average game for him. But here's the possessions, John, for the Colts. They had 14 total possessions. This is the number of plays that they ran for their possessions. 3, 3, 11. That was the touchdown. 4, 4, 3, 3, 6, 3, 4, 3, 3, 2, 17. That's not an A-plus type of offense right there for a quarterback. That many 3 and 4 play drives. I'm sorry, it's not. And you don't need to give him a pass. I know the team's kind of giving everybody a pass because obviously I think with Jonathan Taylor in there, I think the Colts probably would have won this game, to be honest. Michael Pittman had one sign of life. Alec Pierce, where are you at? These tight ends, where are you at?
Damn.
I mean, it takes you got to get some people in there to help out. I mean, 10 tackles for Zaire Franklin, 7 assists, and the ballsy play to force that fumble on that live play. I will say this as well, John. I don't know secondary, that Colts secondary. I'm gonna give a B. I give a B to the secondary overall.
Oh, Brandon, give him some credit, y'all. Listen up.
Yeah. I give them a B. I thought they did all right out there.
If you close your eyes and take away the names, you might have thought the Pittsburgh Steelers defense from 2 years ago was playing. I said defense, not offense. I said defense, not offense.
Well, I mean, you only had 2 sacks though.
They need the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Well, not just we'll get that game too, but like no, they need to fine tune their offense. That's what we're getting at.
Yep, for sure. So we'll talk that more. Colts. We'll preview the week 2 here coming up soon. Surprise shocker, John. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs beat Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. Failure on Kirk at home.
And you had no faith in Baker Mayfield. Now we have even less faith, right, in the midst of the Vikings. Lesser.
Oh, terrible.
That's pretty bad, though, y'all. That is pretty bad. Everybody kind of knows that Kirk Cousins is on his last year. I do believe. I think they're not.
I hope so.
Something like that. But they're trying to kick him out, dude. They're not gonna. He's not coming back. He's not gonna be with them. They didn't even bring back. That's just weird. The economics of the business, but they didn't even offer the wideout any money.
Nah.
The star wideout, yeah, he's kind of on the outside. So like, man, it's probably gonna be some new curtains coming up and carpet coming down in Minnesota.
All right, yeah.
For real.
Exactly. Next game, looking at Saints Titans. Saints win by 1. I didn't really check out any of this ball game. I was working all day Sunday, but kind of watching on the side. But yeah, I didn't check out much there. Shocked that the Titans didn't win that game. Looks like it was a barn burner of field goals for the most part. Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr had himself an all right game, John. All right standards. 23 of 33 for 305. So they are slinging the ball. I didn't see anything for Taysom Hill. So it looks like Dennis Allen down there has kind of said that the Taysom Hill show was officially over down there. So we'll see what happens with that. But New Orleans, kind of hard tell to what New Orleans is going to do this year. So more to come on that. Speaking of failures, John, 49ers 30, Steelers 7. Just a bad day in the office. Tanner was texting me. He called me. Just a complete bad day in the office for this team at home. They didn't come out ready to play. I will say this. watching it because I went back and watched the game, and I watched the condensed version, so I didn't. I know Kenny Pickett got sacked 5 times. He still threw for 232 and a touchdown and 2 picks, but I know he got sacked 5 times. My question to myself is, and I question a lot of Steelers faithful. By the way, Pittsburgh's sports radio the last 2 days, you would have thought that the world has ended. World has ended. I understand the fact with Cam Hayward out 8 weeks, Deontay Johnson out numerous weeks, the team playing like shit, but just relax, y'all. There are some worse teams out there than what the Pittsburgh Steelers did in 1 week. I saw somebody post, and it's the most right thing I've ever read. Week 1 is always the most over-dramatic, over-thought-out process ever. Everybody, Joe Burrow threw 5 interceptions last year against the Steelers, week 1. And people were saying, oh, it's over for Joey. Come again? They were what? 1 play away from the Super Bowl again?
Right.
Come again?
Right.
So I'm not concerned. Yeah, I can sit there and say the offensive line looked like shit, but I don't know if that's more of the offensive line of the Steelers played bad or the fact that the 49ers defense is just that goddamn good, you know? They're good. It's not like the Steelers went out and played a shitty team. 49ers are good. McCaffrey, 152 yards rushing. Brock Purdy had a solid game, 19 to 29, 220 yards. Ayuk, 2 touchdowns. Steelers did come to play offensively. They lost 2 guys on defense, which hurts them. But overall, man, I think it wasn't just the things that Pittsburgh did bad. I think it's more of what the 49ers defense and how good they actually are. I mean, this was a team that was almost in the Super Bowl last year, folks. These teams were miles apart from each other last year, and it's showing it this year as well. So I'm not ready to have the wheels fall off completely, John, but you got to regroup this week against Cleveland. You got to regroup against Cleveland a little bit, and I think they will. But we'll get to that in a bit. But, man, 49ers and Tanner, man, they put it on me. He already told me he's going to let me know about it when he calls in later.
Yeah, they gotta protect the quarterback. And then I know it's crazy, like it's gonna be time to run the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then everything, you know what I'm saying, Mike Tomlin's playing is like, you know what I'm saying, defensive, right, causing havoc on offense, that'll kind of play and ball control and Pittsburgh to the way of winning. I think you'll see that more of that come this weekend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They are always a, you know what I'm saying, check yourself in the mirror kind of organization. Even after game 1, and Bears lost. You're right. That's not the worst. You know what I'm saying? Not when you think about what the New York Giants did. Absolutely not. That was epic.
Damn.
That was epic.
Yeah.
The New York Giants did. That was epic. Nothing.
Now, if the Steelers do this 3-4 games in a row, then that's where we got a serious problem at that point. But
yeah, absolutely.
But I think one game now is just one game. Week 1's always a little bit of an overreaction. So we'll kind of.
I'll give you another bad game, Chris. Denver Broncos.
Okay.
And Las Vegas Raiders. Did they score? Did Denver score 16 points?
16 for Denver, 17 for the Raiders.
Hot mess. This is supposed to be revamped. Russell Wilson. They might want to trade him.
Oh.
I know you're not supposed to overreact over game 1, Brandon, but like it country,
that's right.
We said all the right things, but like in the modern era of football, and me personally, Brandon, I was never a person that said let the Russell cook. I was never like that's the mantra like the media ran with.
You're not letting Russ cook.
Like he's not. Nah, man, they have to.
Are you ready to ride with it?
It's not. I don't think it's gonna work out.
Broncos country, let's ride.
Silly too. I'm not dealing with it, man. Next thing.
Well, next one. Let me give it a second here because they're probably gonna come after us a little bit, but there's teams, John, where I feel like there's a lot of hype for them going into the season, and then it just looks like a complete bag of trash. It didn't look synced. It looked like shit. They had the hype. The division, John, is right in front of them to grasp. This year, the Congressman Aaron Rodgers is no longer in your division. You can grasp that. Bring back the 85 style Bears. And you piss down the leg, and you let Jordan Love put 38 on you. Bears lose 38-20. Terrible. Terrible. What do you have for my Chicago fans?
Jordan Love is the next great quarterback of the Green Bay Packers.
Whoa.
How did they get it right 3 times in a row, Brad? That's why.
Hold on, John. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for that overreact. First game. You're better than this.
It was against the Chicago Bears, though.
Yeah, but they're their daddy.
The Chicago Bears paid a lot of money.
They're the daddy.
The Chicago Bears paid a lot of money for that defense. They paid a lot of money for that defense in the offseason.
They did.
It ain't got nothing to do with the quarterback. Like that. And guess what? The front office is real critical on the quarterback, and is it their guy? And I kind of think that's an out for them to say that, hey man, when we came in, he was our guy, so please don't fire us.
Right.
Because he's not our guy. When we don't win but 6 or 7 games because we still haven't figured out a complementary offensive line for this quarterback or a damn real running back for him either. Or, you know what I mean, on some tight end. And I get, man, there's some critical things that we need to talk about his game, Justin Fields' game, kind of because he holds the ball on a little bit too longer. Yeah, maybe. But, hey, man, what quarterback, like, probably some big hosses that can support that. They have them out there. Make the deal.
Right.
But then, again, I don't think they're not tied together. And we got a lame duck quarterback, looks like.
Damn.
Hey man, they should have came out blazing like Jordan Love been sitting on the sideline damn near full time. For how long? And he come out there and it looked like he was like, the other day in the office. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, we don't miss him. So you know what I mean? He's over there now, but
Okay.
And the way we go. But yeah, I can't necessarily say Jordan Love is going to be next MVP. Aaron Rodgers, again, I was MVP how many times, right? Brett Favre MVP Super Bowl how many times, right? So but like they got the quarterback right though. It looks like this guy can play. It's not like it looks like he can play. Yeah.
Probably the game of the week, I thought, personally watching it, was the Dolphins and Chargers. 36-34 Dolphins. Tua and Tyreek Hill. My God, John, they tore it up. Dolphins look like they're going to be good again this year. What was your thoughts on that one?
Disappointed in the Chargers. I told you last week. Can they win the big? Disappointed in them. San Diego Chargers.
Damn.
I'm disappointed. They can't win a big game. Brandon, they get ready to go on a 7-game win streak or something crazy.
The Chargers?
Right? But they can't win no big game.
What I tell you, last big game they won was Indianapolis with Darren Sproles.
Man, that was horrible, man. They killed the coach.
They did.
That was horrible, man. Now, as a fan, I put my fan hat on. Man, that was horrible. The coach, they had thought we was going to do both in.
No, that's every year.
And then always with the Chargers, man, they beat the Colts and then like go to Foxborough and turn into jelly, man.
Yep.
Man.
Eagles Patriots, John. Eagles win 25-20. Got a lot closer than it should have been in this game. Eagles didn't really look the part. Patriots look better than last year. They look like they're going to hang in more games this year. But 25-20 Eagles, like I said, it's game one. Both sides a little. And honestly, scoring was down week one this year compared to last year for league wide. So.
Yeah, what you like out of the Eagles is that I don't think they didn't take a significant injury during that game. They came out with the win. And it looks like they're kind of just back to business as usual. They kind of put the NFC East is still on notice. You got to run through us if you want to, try to, win anything. Looks like they're definitely on a collision course with Dallas. Dallas don't play like that. man. If Dalton put a play like that, you know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, Brandon, that wouldn't Super Bowl. But I'm not really to go pie sky for that. But like, no, man, the Eagles look like they, you know what I'm saying? They ready to do another run back. They put out a strong effort. I thought they were going to squash New England. Didn't necessarily happen. There's still some things our boy Mac Jones got to work on. You know what I mean? But yeah, I kind of look at and I look at the New England Patriots now. And kind of what happened with the Jets. Like there's kind of like there's kind of life there now.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like, you know what I mean? It's going to come down to it's going to be. I think that whole division is going to be like eat itself up, Brandon. The whole AFC might eat itself up.
Okay. Rams and Seahawks. John, Rams looks like Sean McVay actually coached this game. They won 30-13 over the Seahawks.
Yeah, man, it was. I thought it was all Seahawks. I thought the first quarter, and then like, man, the halftime came, and Aaron Donald started scaring. He's like, I don't know. Did you hear catch the open mic? Aaron Donald was running towards the quarterback, man, and did he squeal? I think he did. The quarterback squealed. Like, no, man, it was. No, man, the Rams. I think you're going to see a mixed bag with the Rams. It wasn't necessarily always off. Even though the score was indicative, like somewhat of a thumping, it wasn't bad.
Gotcha. Okay. Cowboys 40, Giants 0.
Man, that was bad, bro. After you just paid your quarterback and said, hey, man, he's our guy, and even though the running back is technically a little bit better of a player, and y'all played this, you know what I'm saying, made him sign a quick contract so that, you know what I'm saying, at least we get $10 million, you know what I'm saying, in a raise from last year. But, like, nah, man, y'all, they scored nothing. They looked pathetic in all facets of the game. And this was a team that was supposed to be challenging, you know what I'm saying, for the NFC East. And nobody necessarily said the Giants. I haven't heard anybody, you know what I'm saying, say Daniel Jones and the Giants or Saquon Barkley to the Super Bowl. I have not. But the Giants want to get back to the playoffs to build on that, right? That was kind of what. But you came out with a zilch or a nothing, and the quarterback looked like you shouldn't have paid him. You should have gave the running back all the money. That's what I kind of got from the Giants and the Cowboys, man. They got a lot of things to work
on. Okay. Cowboys Super Bowl team. I mean, Dak still played a bad game, I thought, personally.
And this is still all Mike McCarthy thing?
Yep.
I don't know, man. I can't. They would have to trip into the Super Bowl just because I think there's still going to be better coaching. They got a lot of money. Jerry has a lot of money, but his quarterback is, you know, 50-50, right? Best way I can term it. I think there's also the better coaching in the NFC than Mike McCarthy. Say they get a playoff deal with Seattle. Say they get a playoff deal with the Rams. I still would favor those teams unless it's like a home game. You know what I mean? For the Cowboys. I still would favor the Rams over the Cowboys. Just based off history. You know what I mean? But like, nah, man, Cowboys, they do the right thing. Win 12 rings and, you know what I'm saying, flame out. Try not to flame
out. Last one, John. Oh, wrong one. We played the wrong one. There we go.
Uh-oh, man. That's our dude. Hold on. Oh, come on, man. Hey, yeah.
John, he carried out the American flag like it was.
Man, that was awesome.
Congressman.
That was kind of cool, man.
It was.
We say Aaron Rodgers down there.
It was A-Rod. Come out there. Played 4 plays, John. 4 plays before the Achilles went out.
What you think about that, Brandon?
It's tough to see, man. I hate it. I like the storyline of Rodgers playing with the Jets this year, and it sucks. It sucks. He's gone now.
Yeah, it was. We had finally put the saga of Green Bay, me, you, and throwing rocks to one another. That was behind us. Aaron Rodgers likes the attention, and he likes the stage. And I think he kind of like wants to be an actor at some point. All that, you know what I mean? All those high things together, man. And they, you know, no better place playing September 11th. You know what I mean? That was the stage set, man. That like, dude, before the game, I don't know how much you watched the pre-show, Brandon. Like, they took that screenshot of the island, and it was all, New York was all lit up.
Yep.
I'm like, dude, I ain't never been to New York. Brandon. But I wanted to go. I wanted to be there then. Just looking at that and being in that moment. And like, Brandon, I'm not the most patriotic person. I'm not going to sit up there. I mean, I do know the players. I've said it for 100 years when I went to school. But, like, and these divided times, Brandon, like, in that moment, man, and I only try to go memory lane of 2001 when it all was happened, but in that moment, when we all celebrating, I forgot about hating on Aaron Rodgers and him being a kooky, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, all whatever he is, and like, like, you know, sleeping in these, whatever tanks and shit, whatever, right? You know, we all know the weird shit he does, and, you know what I'm saying, the shit that he does, man, but, like, you know, we also know that, you know, what happened on 9/11, and we also know that, like, football kind of brings people together. Oh, God, sports does, brings people together, right, regardless of your political background, what you believe in. Like, man, dude, Brandon, like, the last few years, and even now, man, politically, people are still, like, crazy, like, at each other's throats, man. But, like, in that moment, man, I ain't thinking about that crap. I just thought about, like, hey, man, this is a cool spot, man, to help remember, like, how things were and when it was, and, like, shit, I hope that shit don't never happen again. It should never happen then, but, like, again, you can't wish things away that happen. But, like, nah, man, and then for, like, 4 plays into it, man, for him to get injured, man, it's just terrible. Like, I stopped immediately joking. Like, I mean, like, I was shading because he's like, man, Brandon, I'll run out there with the damn flag. Fucking F it. Who wouldn't?
Right.
You know what I mean? They tell you, you got a spot, and, like, all the commercial endorsements, all the glory, the emphasis, glory that comes with it, man, you would do it, man. But, like, man, you don't want to end like that at all. You don't want the story. If you lose the game, great. You know what I mean? Whatever, tie, whatever. But you don't want to go out injured. So, yeah, it was definitely, it sucked, bro.
Yeah.
For me.
He'll be back. He did put out an Instagram post tonight. He will be back next year. The training has begun. Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna go out like that. John, he's the type of person that always likes to prove everybody wrong, the naysayers. So this is a perfect opportunity for him, whether it be next year or the following year. I was watching First Take, and I mean, besides hearing that all, poor Shannon Sharp. When's he gonna quit saying skip and call him
I haven't watched.
He said it like 12 times. He got so pissed off at himself one time he punched the desk, and Stephen A's like, "It's all right, it's all right, it's okay, it's okay." He's like, "You were there for a long time." It's like, "Damn it!" Come on, Skip. Oh yeah, I'll send you the clip. I'll send you the clip. It's great. It's great. All right.
I'm sure Skip's gonna use that too. What we got? We got a call?
No call yet. No. Tanner will be on here in a little bit. We gotta do our picks now, John. Pick them this past week, John. You for straight up, you went 8-8. I went 6-10. So Birdsong 8-8 in NFL pick 'em.
500.
You'll take it. You'll take it. Oh, there you go. This week's games, John, tomorrow night on Amazon Prime. Will Herb Street and Al Michaels. Vikings at the Eagles. John.
Vikings at Eagles. This is going to be weird, man. Vikings not to show up at that game, Brandon. You know that, right?
I don't know.
You know they're allowed to show up, but I don't. But if he was doing point spreads, I would take the Vikings to cover. But we just going to do straight up, then I'm going with the Eagles.
Okay. Just for giggles, the Eagles are 6-point favorites in the game. 6 points. So, next one, John. Colts at the Texans. I've actually got the Eagles in that game too. I forgot to say. I got the Eagles in there winning that game straight up. Eagles will win. Colts at Texans. I'm taking the Colts.
Gotta like what you see, man. There's gonna be some mistakes, man. I don't like Davis' offense. And I like the Colts defense, and I think defense will travel, and I think they probably looking at their clips thinking, hey, man, how can we run that back, make it look good? Because everybody's on damn off instead of bonus structures anyway, man. So, yeah, man, give me the Colts.
Yep. Okay. Packers at Falcons. Packers at Falcons. I'll let you pick first on this one.
Oh, man. On the road, I hope the homie Nas calls in tonight, man. He can give us a whole clearly, you know what I'm saying, a bird's eye view of the Atlanta Falcons, man. But, like, in that game, I think the homie's going to get tested. Jordan Love's going to get tested. We're going to see what we really got. Do we got 3 touchdowns with him on the road? No, and they didn't even use the Falcons. They didn't use Bijan Robinson, as they should have. I'm not saying you got to run him like run him like a mule, but they didn't even use him. I don't think he got a whole lot of touches, man. But like, man, so I'm gonna go with the Falcons to start out 2-0.
Okay, I'm gonna take the Packers here. Go Pack, go Jordan Love, and then extend it out. They go 2-0, leaving Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Next one, Raiders at the Bills. Give me the Bills. This is a get-right game for the Bills easily. The line shows it as well, 9.5 currently.
What's going on with Josh Allen?
You got to pass, John. You get a pass. But the window is closing. The window is closing.
That defense that damn good?
Yeah.
It's as good as the San Francisco 49ers?
No.
Then right. They should, like, man, he's too good. 4 interceptions.
It's not great.
I might go the other way, man. I don't think it's a get right game, man. I'm concerned, Brandon. I'm going the other way. I'm going with the Raiders.
Ooh. Oh boy. Okay. Next one, John. Ravens at Bengals. What do you like?
Bengals, but I think this is what I would say. This is their get right game. They wake up calls with Cleveland. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati to get it right. And I know there's no way you're gonna pick the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm taking the Bengals on this one to get it right.
This for giggles though. What is the spread on that one? Because that's what I want to.
Bengals -3.5 right now.
They look at special teams, but yeah, I'm gonna still take the Bengals.
Okay. All right. Next one, John, is Seahawks.
Right.
Seahawks at Lions. I got the Bengals in that one as well. But Seahawks at Lions?
Okay. Hey, man, can you believe the Detroit Lions going to be 2-0?
I do. I got them win this one as well. Detroit
Lions fans, division leaders.
Okay. Ooh, there we go. Detroit. Stand up, Detroit. An ugly game. No matter. It seems like these two teams always play ugly games. Chargers at Titans. Both games 0-1.
Chargers gonna light them up, man. I told you they about to go on a streak, man. They're gonna light the Titans up. Give me the Chargers.
All right, I'm gonna take the Titans. They win a gritty game here somehow. Somehow they win this gritty game, and
man, they can. You gonna outdo them? You telling me you believe that quarterback gonna outdo the $2,500 million man?
It can happen. It can happen.
Okay. All right.
Next one, Bears at Bucks. Give me the Bucks. I haven't seen. I can't believe it.
Hold on, brother. We're gonna get in trouble, man. I mean, we got a lot of people in Gary, Indiana that love to listen to the show. And you took the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Give me the Bucks. What have I seen from this Bears team? They didn't even show up against their biggest rival. So what makes them at home? So what makes us think that they're going to do that going to Tampa Bay? Come on, y'all.
They go.
Get real.
I'm going with the Bears now on the road. Don't play the bagpipes again.
If they lay an egg this week, it'll be played a couple times for them.
Right.
Chiefs, Jaguars at Jacksonville, John.
Hey man, my man Sunshine was throwing to the opposite team, man. Did they have a barn burn last year with the Chiefs?
They did. Yep.
Like a high score game?
Yeah, in the playoffs.
I think this game goes high score. I will be more interested. I don't think he's playing. I got a notification earlier, and I didn't bother to check it, not thinking. But I like the Chiefs basically just kind of really need to clean up stuff. They had had a couple of dropsies, receivers.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? They did.
Yeah,
I can't.
there's Tony.
Yeah, but them those got wet again, drinking coffee. But like, no, man. Give me the Chiefs on the road. Sometimes he look good. He didn't look good at all.
Yeah, I've got the Chiefs as well. 49ers at Rams. Give me the 49ers.
You a believer?
I mean,
Imagine Dragons.
it's still the Rams, John. It's still the Rams.
It's still the Rams. I think Aaron Donald can stop one running back. Man. Whew. Brock Purdy. I get that. Oh man. Give me the 49ers.
Okay. Probably the most disgusting game. Giants at Cardinals, John.
Surely. Daniel Jones can get in the end zone. Good team in the end zone. Low score game. I give the Giants 17-12.
Okay. I almost picked a tie in this one.
Damn, Brandon, it might happen.
I almost picked a tie. I really did. I was going to pick a tie in this game. Just say tie.
Go for it. I'm with it.
All right, I'll take a tie in this one. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a tie. I think these two teams tie somehow.
We all get for NFL pick'em, we all get one tie per season.
That's right. This will be the one. Giants and Cardinals tying. They're going to tie, cut the tape, play it back when it happens on Sunday afternoon. Jets at Cowboys, John. I would have felt better if Rodgers was playing. Give me the Cowboys.
Cowboys might hang. Well, not a 40 burger. They'll probably hang 30. Give me the Cowboys.
Okay. Commanders at Broncos.
I didn't see anything, like I said, to really show me that Russell Wilson has improved. I feel like it's going to be another low-scoring game, man. I'm taking Commanders on the road.
I got the Commanders as well. I got Commanders as well in that one. Sunday Night Football, Dolphins at Patriots. Give me the Dolphins, John. I think the Dolphins win this game, even though the line is telling me that I should be taking the Patriots. But I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid. I'll take the Dolphins.
Yeah, I don't think Bill got enough offense to go against. Tua looks real sharp. I don't know what your homie Ryan Clark is saying. He looks thick or out of shape or anything like that. Tua looks real sharp. They are protecting him a whole lot better. The long term, still a question. Still have to look-see with him and that particular team. But I like the Dolphins to win this game because the offense is that damn dangerous and that damn good.
Okay. Gotcha. Monday Night Football. We got two games on Monday Night Football. Saints at the Panthers. I'm going to take Frank Reich and the Panthers to win that one.
Give me the Panthers as well.
Oh.
Can't bet against Frank.
Okay. And then the other Monday night game is Browns and Steelers. John, I'll let you go first.
Pittsburgh, you got to protect the quarterback so you got time to throw and find out what you have on offense, man. You know what I mean? I think this is a Monday night game. Big bright light, big city. They get back. They get in the winning column. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I would normally take the Browns in this one just because of how the Steelers have played stuff. But being it's the first home game under the lights of the new season, I know they had a home game last week, so everybody relax. But under the lights of Monday Night Football, the first Monday Night Football game, you got to have a bounce back. Right. Mike Tomlin, this team bounces back. Steelers win this one, close one, but Steelers win close. So, all right, John, that's our NFL pick'em. We've talked week 1. We've previewed week 2. We've got some fan bases probably pissed off at us for some of these picks. Chicago, stand up. I got you. College football, John. Texas whooping up on Bama. Whooped them.
Whooped them, they did. They did. I don't know. We were supposed to go live with the home president program, DK. I don't think he wanted to go.
No, I don't think he did, too. I didn't hear a single word.
I wasn't in a position. Yeah, I wasn't really in a position anyway to talk about it anyway, man. I think Ears played well. Obviously, you know, he got a lot of pressure on him. His big time program. Also got, you know what I'm saying, Kid Manning as backup. You know what I mean? Probably chomping the bit to try to get out there as well. They just went in and took care of business. They went in like last, you know, with the pain of last year being a close game. When Ears got when he did get knocked out, and he probably would have been a factor in them winning or losing probably last year. This year, they, you know, what I'm saying, he was out. They potentially finished the game. The kid was, I can't remember his name, for Alabama. Jalen is his last name case right now.
Milroy.
Starting quarterback, yeah, he looked mediocre. It's not like you just put dirt on Alabama's name, but I think I got him in the top 10, not the top 5. So it's gonna be a little bit of hill for them to climb. And they have games where they can climb back into it. Don't get twisted, man. So they play SEC game, 2 SEC games, they'll be in the top, and if they win them, they'll be back in the top 4, top 5, whatever. But getting back to, it didn't necessarily look like, from an offense standpoint, and particularly before that, it didn't necessarily look like the elite Alabama that we've been accustomed to.
Right. Okay. Yeah, they didn't look themselves out there. I will say, listening to Nick Saban's press conference afterwards, he wasn't all, you know, well, it's okay, this team, and yada, yada, yada. It's like I think it's more of a miss this year with this team. Like, does this team have what it takes? Does he know that he doesn't have the team this year? And, like, we're going to go back, and if we can fix these things, we'll be good and all this. Because the entire time it's a fiery Nick Saban, and this, and we're going to be, and they get back up there. But I didn't get that from his press conference this week. And so is there something to take away from that possibly? I don't know. But we'll say I was a little shocked by that. But, yeah, they put it on him. Georgia, John, beat Ball State. Ball State covered the spread, 42.
Yeah, man, it's a little bit of why we get kind of calls in, man. I posted some articles, you know what I'm saying, from the Minneapolis Star about Ball State losing to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? They went down and they did score a field goal, which I know, you know, a lot of people think they get the field goal range or whatnot. Or I think what the first.
They had a great first quarter.
Yeah, it's like first quarter, man. But it's just from a alumni standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I posted on my own Facebook page. I posted it on Crossroads Sports Facebook page, man, as well. And we have a lot of people from Boston that kind of follow the program as well, man. It's just like, man, 2 back-to-back games where you kind of know that you're kind of outdrawn from a depth standpoint. Like what, and aside from the money that the program receives, like, man, and it wasn't, I don't know, but it wasn't a ton of money, man, to come out there and get your brain beat in for like $500,000.
Right.
You know, and you know you're not going to get a home game. But, you know, I don't know. It's my job, right? Part of the show's job, man, try to figure some of that out, man. And, you know, we have a close, you know, association with the organization, you know, with the Boston program, and we'll figure it out with them, man. But right now, man, Georgia looks the part, man. Georgia's like ready to, you know, theme anybody. Ball State, whoever. Doesn't really matter, man. I walk away like, you know, again, like Ball State second line of, you know what I'm saying, guys coming off, you know what I'm saying, it's probably, you know what I'm saying, Georgia probably wouldn't look at them. You know what I'm saying, they wouldn't make Georgia's team. But, you know, for them to, you know what I'm saying, to go see where they're at. I mean, again, that is part of the program. That's part of the process as well. A kid, I'm signed up to play for Ball State. I know we're playing Georgia. I want to see how good I can be against Georgia. I get it, like their level, you know what I'm saying, everybody in Georgia's like, they got how many people on the team, 60 of them probably going to play in the NFL next year or whatever, right? And then they're saying only one or two of us go like, how do you know? Maybe the scouts are wrong. I'm gonna go out here and prove wrong. And that's what, you know what I'm saying, a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, probably walk away with, hey, like they got more tape out there, you know what I'm saying? So as well, man. So you have to, it's the process. I mean, I'm not the AD, you know what I mean? Once we get the AD on here, we're gonna get the friend, we're gonna get the AD. We're gonna get the athletic director from Ball State on here to kind of, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be nice, man. You know what I mean? We'll be nice. Asking, you know what I'm saying, questions about the basketball program, football program as well. But you're like, nah, man, George, what can you say, man? They're back and they crushed.
Yeah, they look damn good, damn good. I was happy with Ball State hanging in there that first quarter and then just kind of went to bed. John, Mel Tucker had a great first year, got a huge payday. And then, John, now he's suspended, probably going to be fired for alleged sexual harassment. I'm shocked to see this.
I don't know if he's going to beat this, but he's not going to be. I mean, I'm not saying he's never had. And it's weird. Brandon, like, the man is married.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the lady that filed the complaint, like, I mean, he's not fired. So there was a relationship there, but like he didn't have consent to do whatever he, you know what I'm saying, what he did. And you know what I mean? I mean, we're just an adult show, you know what I'm saying? She's accusing him, Mel, you know what I'm saying, Mel, from pulling, you know what I mean, pulling Pee Wee Herman, y'all. Pulling Pee Wee Herman while he was on the phone with her. Which is, like I said, which is very bizarre, you know what I mean? But here we are, 2023, Michigan State. He's suspended. Probably gonna get fired.
Yeah, probably is going to. So that was rough to see. Let's see. Let me see if I can text Tanner and figure out where the hell he's at.
Yeah, because before we got to talk about Deion in Colorado and Nebraska.
Yeah, easy money right there was that game. Easy money. Colorado just dominated. You ready to give Shakur Sanders the Heisman, John, like everybody else says? Secretly, I put a sneaky pick today on $10 to win $200 on Sam Hartman to win the Heisman.
Did you? You asked me what that Sanders the Heisman shit. Didn't I tweeted you Crossroads Sports pick 4 NFL draft?
Possibly. He's going out this year, you think, right? Or you think he'll come back for his senior year with his dad?
I think, hey, man, be all in, man. I can't foresee this team is good, Brandon, not great. I'm going to be totally honest with you. Not a good team. They still don't have all the horses that they need. They use a lot of him, a lot of like they got another utility player, right? And they're getting ready to get harder. Not necessarily with Colorado State. You know what I mean? Colorado State is, you know, there's a rivalry, it's a rivalry game, but they probably should roll Colorado State. It's a game that's going to be there. It's going to be on national TV. Man, Colorado State, I mean, God bless them if they don't get rolled by 27. Right. You know what I mean? I think they get in the end zone, but things after that is they tune up, man. You're gonna be playing a little bit more offensively powered team that can put up points. They ain't gonna be like Nebraska. They ain't gonna definitely be like Colorado State. When you play against the Ducks of Oregon and then that machine, Brandon, of USC, and again, USC defense, you know what I mean, whatever. But they got a machine on offense, man. So enjoy it right now, Colorado fans and new fans, right? But like in class, because again, man, rolling Colorado State, you know what I'm saying, is going to be a feat in itself. But again, they got them. I think the AP poll came out in Colorado was like 22 or something like that. I think that's a fair assessment.
Okay. I thought maybe it might have been. I think they're looking good. I don't. Like I said, I think polls this early are a little cuckoo to begin with, but Yeah, I was impressed. I mean, it's Nebraska. Nebraska's still dog crap. So,
That rule.
hey man,
Get together.
how about the Boilermakers outlasted an 8-hour marathon basically in that game, knocked off Virginia Tech and Blacksburg.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, Brandon. I snicker. I laugh internally anytime I hear somebody say Virginia or Virginia Tech can play the SEC. Nah, bro. Nah. Compete. Nah. They can go side open. They can take. They can try to break away from the ACC if they want to and go over there. You be insignificant.
Yeah, makes sense. I can see it. I can see it. Let me think here. What do I got? Yeah, we just need to get Tanner. Tanner's gonna call in here in a minute, and then we will hit up Pick'em for the week.
You want to do an ad read real quick?
Yeah, let me hit a quick ad read. We come back. We'll do right into a Pick'em.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm Insurance agent Scott K. Nichols will help make it easy and affordable to help protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Scott K. Nichols in Indianapolis today at 317-243-3509. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we are back. We also want to thank our sponsor, Mavericks Custom Motorsports, where ideas are created, dreams are born, specialized in custom motorcycles, boats, slingshots, jeeps, and trucks, offering pickups, deliveries, and shipping worldwide. Check them out today, MavericksCustomMotorsports.com. Let them know that Crossroads Sports sent you there. All right, John, we are back, and it is time for Pick'em. We're going to bring our guy back on here in a moment. We've got to play his intro for this week. And we're into week 3 of Pick'em.
You know, if you want to be fair to players, you got to be fair instead of the heck of a run. Only a man is fair as player. What Charles said was when you stop when you talk
Don't yell at him, Dobby. And Miss Monsoon. What's going on, Tanner? Welcome back.
Hey, what's happening, fellas? Not much. Hey, just wanted to get this out there. Hey, Reef, it was ass whipping season on Sunday. You took one pretty hard.
Yep.
In that Steelers-Niners game.
I gave my spiel. We had talked about it earlier. We went through the NFL, so it's I've accepted it, and I don't think it's as much as the bad offensive line that we have, or it's more of how good that the 49ers still are. Like I said, look, they should have been a Super Bowl team last year. So that just shows how big of a difference we were last year from them to this year. Not much has changed. So props to them.
Hey, you'll catch a dub this week. I got faith in you on Sunday.
Well, we played Monday night, so I appreciate that.
Well, if they get +2, that's about as best I'm going to get. If it gets worse than that, I don't think I can take it.
Understandable. I take that as well. Boys. This past week in Pick'em, myself and Jonathan went 4-5-1. Both of us. We're both 11-7-1. Still tied. Tanner 6-3-1. He's now 11-7-1. If he can keep the hot streak going. Ball State covered. They covered the spread, so we were, or not cover. Excuse me. They pushed the spread, so that's what gave us our tie there. With that, one of Tanner's losses was the old Boilermakers going into Blacksburg and getting the dub. So he's 0-2 for the Boilers this year on Boilermaker games.
I'm fading them again. Don't care.
Damn. All right, boys, let's get
He
to
said that, hey man, Tanner said never bet against or Fort Boilers in basketball or football. Ever.
Yep.
He did.
Birdsong got it. Yeah, nah.
The game. By the way, boys, the game slate this week sucks. It's terrible.
Oh, I looked at that.
If you can take your fiance, your wife, your girlfriend, your mistress, like Mel Tucker or whatever,
Somewhere.
take them apple picking season. It's apple picking week
Uh-oh,
because this week it sucks for games. And it was hard for me to find a decent amount of games for us to play besides the local teams.
There's not even one top 25 matchup. I think next week's slates are pretty heavy. I think that's why. I think this is a good time. I think if you catch those teams that are laying big numbers, because they're looking ahead for a bigger game, you might be able to, this is a good week when they're just not maybe into it too much. Might be looking just to get by because they know they got a big game the following week.
Yeah. So let's dive right into it. Number 14, LSU going to Mississippi State, going to Starkville. John, LSU minus 10 at Mississippi State.
Minus 10, really? I will take LSU.
Okay. Tanner?
Well, I like those home teams getting points. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's a noon kickoff. Mississippi State's 2-0. Probably got some cupcakes in there. They'll beat Arizona, which I don't think is any good. Well, they're 1-1. Man, I'm just trying to think here. I want to take Mississippi State bad. LSU didn't show me anything. They played someone they had to go to Florida State. They got smoked. They obviously won last week because I think they played the sister of the poor. Yeah, they played Grambling State. I'll take Mississippi. They're on the road at noon. Yep. Give me Mississippi State plus the 10.
Okay. I'm taking Mississippi State as well in this one with the points at home. I think they can keep it close, and I just don't trust Brian Kelly anymore. I don't. After week 1, nope. Not a chance. The Chips, Central Michigan at number 9, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, 34-point favorites. Tanner.
Gosh, dog. What time is that game even at? I'm trying to even find it. I thought it would be at 2:30. Maybe it's not. I'll go. That's what I want to fade Notre Dame because they have Ohio State next week. Like I said, here's the games that you gotta worry about. I'm gonna take. That looks so good. I'm gonna go against my will here. It'll probably backfire on me. I'm going to take the Irish just because they look good. They played good against teams that I thought were bad. But I didn't think it would blow them out. They've been blowing them out. So, I mean, Central Michigan barely beat. But see, this is where they're going to come in. Central Michigan played New Hampshire last week and barely won by 3 points because they knew they were going to come in here against. I'm going to go Notre Dame. I'll take Notre Dame. 34.5. Got to win by 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame.
All right, Notre Dame it is.
I think Notre Dame blows them out as well. I really do. That spread does not scare me whatsoever. John?
Yeah, Hartman, this is what he uses to pad up his Heisman candidacy. So, yeah, give me Notre Dame.
By the way, Tanner, I told him I took a bet today. I put 20 on Sam Hartman to win the Heisman because they go in next week at home and they beat Ohio State. And they don't have really a tough one besides USC towards the end. Give it to me. Hartman will be he'll be top 3.
You can throw Clemson in there. They've been in their top 25. So that's their 3 hardest games they got left.
Who?
They got Clemson.
The Frauds?
I know.
The Frauds? Come on now. This one might be an okay game. Tennessee minus 6.5 at Florida. Boys, I'm going with the underdog at home with the points. Give me Florida.
I think I'm going to.
It sucks, but I'm doing it.
I know, and I think I'm gonna follow you and go quick too. We'll just make it quick. I'm gonna follow you, Reese. Give me the Gators.
It just feels that way, doesn't
it? Yeah, it's a rivalry game of some sort. A little bit. They play each other. I mean, it used to be really good when Manning was there and Florida was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me Gators catching points in the swamp.
John?
Florida coach getting fired, man. Give me Tennessee.
Oh boy. Speaking of coaches getting fired, Louisville -10 against Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium Saturday. Those cowards down there in Bloomington said we want to cancel our series and we'd rather have an FCS school. Get the F out of here. IU wants to schedule an FBS. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give me Louisville. Jeff Bromman light that shit up there at Lucas Oil on IU.
I forgot that he was there now. You know what? Forgot Brown's there. Who they played? They got by the one on the road against Georgia Tech, who's probably better than IU.
That was a comeback game, Tanner. I had the spread on that. They came back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they came back, too. Then they absolutely dog-walked Murray State. I mean, put them on a car and walked them hard 56-0 last week. Yeah, I'm with you. He's got me. Hoosiers haven't shown me nothing. This game isn't like they're playing Ohio State. They show up for that game. This is on a neutral site. Yeah, I think Jeff Rod 10.
John?
Bury the Hoosiers.
You said Barry. Oh, man. Give me IU to cover.
Oh. Okay.
Their defense is surprisingly good. That's why I almost took them. Because their defense is, IU's defense is legit. I will say that.
Yeah. I don't have a spread yet, boys, but I get one for Indiana State, Ball State. I'll let you know. Currently no spread for that game. So.
You know what time it plays at? Yeah, I got nothing either. I'm on a different site too. I'm on a couple sites, but I don't have anything. I'll try to find one for you. Let me see. You keep talking, Reese. I'll try to find one.
Yeah. Syracuse -2.5 at Purdue. Purdue won up at the Carrier Dome last year. The reason I remember this game is because I won a wild bet at the end from a promo bet on Purdue beating Syracuse. It was such a wild bet I took. But the rematch, Syracuse -2.5 at Purdue. John, what do you like?
I like Purdue playing scary teams, man. Syracuse is a scary team, and Syracuse is that damn team that we thought Duke was. What Duke is this year, beating Clemson, man. So that's a scary team for Purdue, even on the road. Syracuse plays a little bit differently on the road than they do at home or against Clemson. And like I said, Purdue had to get back last week, man. They should have some more feel good. They learned some lessons, lose against Fresno State. And probably feel like, I'm going to tell you my pick, right? They should be 3-0. So I got Purdue winning.
Okay. Tanner?
You know me. I don't give a damn. I'll give you the Orange State by a zillion, I hope. I hope by a zillion.
I should take Syracuse here because that's a smart play. But to be honest with you boys, scared money don't make money. 2.5. 2.5. At least that's when I pulled the spread. I didn't look at the update today. But the only way I'm going to catch Tanner is if I go a little opposite. So let this be an opposite game because everything else we've been tied on. Give me Purdue over Syracuse here to cover the spread. I don't know if they'll win, but Syracuse has got a good offense. So we'll see. John's favorite, TCU -6 at Houston. John, what do you like?
Lovely little Texas game, man. Like I said, if you're a middling program, you might want to get one of these teams on your schedule next year, next 2-3 seasons, man. TCU, Houston, man. You know what I mean? This ain't necessarily Tom Herman, Houston Cougars, right? stuff like that, man. TCU used to like you boys up, man. This is still very capable team of putting together a string of good plays here and there, but I don't think they beat TSU. So give me TSU.
Well, if you'd say TCU right, instead of TSU, it's St. Tennessee State.
Same on me. Same on me. Reggie texting me right now.
Damn.
It's his fault.
I'm taking Houston. Give me the Houston Cougs to cover against TCU. Tanner?
They're at home, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you have them at? 7.5?
6.
Golly, I think money's coming in heavy on. I got another site it's coming up heavy. Well, I'll go the opposite of the way of the money. I'll go with you. Home team catching points. I think TCU really needs this game bad, so it doesn't look like they're such a choke artist from going to the national championship game. But man, they played Nicholls State. I didn't even know they had a football program last week, being 41-6. Yeah, no, I know the hoop program. I bet on some hoop games down there in the Southern Conference. You know what? I'm gonna go Houston right now, but I'm gonna follow this.
Okay.
I might change that by Saturday.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Houston right now.
Okay, sounds good. By the way, I would be remiss if do I not get a couple thank yous for Lane Train and them covering that spread? Come on, boys. It was no doubt.
Oh my gosh!
No doubt.
Hold on, man. I should over there.
You did, John. You did. Lane Train.
Tulane was in that game. He got Tulane for it. Tulane was in there.
Oh yeah, they were.
Get out of here.
They got it
They were
done.
going to cover the actual new game. They were going to cover the whole game if
Yeah.
he didn't mess that thing up on that last play. Yeah.
I had another karma weekend. Winning on the Louisville or the Ole Miss bet, and then I got my ass handed to me because I had Texas Tech plus 6.5, and they lose to Oregon.
Oh. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Probably the best game of the weekend.
Unbelievable.
That game was awesome.
I was so
Yeah.
pissed when I found out I lost that bet. I woke up the next morning. I go, what?
I don't know if you watched that game. That game was awesome.
I watched the first 3 quarters. I said, I've seen enough. Texas to win this. And then Jonathan's buddy, Bo Nix, goes out and just lights it up.
Bo Nix might be up there for high school.
Jonathan is he's always been a big Bo Nix guy.
Bo Nix is doing well right now.
Bo Nix, I'm predicting. I got my crystal ball in front of me. Bo Nix will be the next second string quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Oh.
They need to get rid of Justin Fields. That'd be bad.
Last 2 games, gentlemen. Colorado State at number 18, Colorado. Dion's team. Easy cover last week. This is a late one for John. 10 p.m. on ESPN. 23.5.
Oh my God.
John, what do you like?
Play my music. Play my theme. Hey, man, he got old grannies out here talking about play my theme music.
Yeah.
Man. I couldn't believe it, man. You know what? Come on, man. Prime, they going to roll these dudes, man. Sorry,
Rivalry
sorry,
game.
Rams. It's a rivalry game. They're going to get smashed.
Oh. Yeah.
Sanders'
Big guy.
son he probably shouldn't play the last quarter. That's how smashing this game will be.
Okay. So you're taking Colorado, Tanner's on Colorado, and I'm on Colorado then. All 3.
Yeah, I'm on Colorado. I mean, Colorado State even took a week off to prepare for this game. They've only played 1 game. They got their ass handed to them by the Cougars of Washington State, 50-24.
Cougars are good, though.
And now
Tanner, they're good.
I know, but at home by 26, and now they got to go on the road and expecting not to lose by 26.
Yeah, the Rocky Mountain rivalry is about to Dion's about to earn more fans with this one. By the way, we got Michael Irvin roaming the sidelines. We got Terrell. Oh, what the hell's going? Man, recruiting violations all over the place there.
The Wu-Tang Clan was there.
Come on, man.
It's an awful thing, man. How's that a recruiting violation by having those dudes on the
I don't know. The only person they're missing on that sideline is probably Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Calipari used to have Drake, man. Come on, man. It's a fair game, man.
Last game, number 7, Penn State, -15 at Illinois. I think Illinois keeps this close. And by close, I mean like 12, 13. And then Penn State, James Franklin says, I have to cover this damn game. Kicks a field goal. They win by 16.
Hey, man, are people forgetting about Penn State?
I think so.
As a power? People forget about Penn State as a power, man. Illinois is not no slouch this year. Can they keep up with Penn State? What's the Brand? I'm sorry. What's the spread?
Penn State -15.
Over 2 touchdowns.
I think Illinois might cover that.
Okay.
I know it's bold.
You know what?
Who'd they just lose to?
You know what?
Illinois.
Illinois just lost to Kansas.
Come on, John.
But J.C. Daniels,
I'm trying to get somebody mad at us, man. You got Chicago mad at us. You got you got Florida State mad at us too. You know what I mean? You got the SEC mad at. I got the SEC mad at us. So I'm just trying to get somebody else mad at us.
I got Temple mad at me still. Temple's still bitter.
Yeah, you really have Temple. Yeah, Temple's pissed.
They still think
Boy, this Temple fan base is still chirping my ass. Still to this day. They can't get it up. By the way, there's a new school. Let me go to my Twitter real quick. There's a new school that's been chirping me. Where was that fan block at? Let me see these notifications.
Couple Horizon basketball teams.
Yep. Who was it? The pissed? Who was it? I pissed off.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Penn State. I'm gonna take my pick. I'm going with Penn State.
Pepe Sanchez will play.
Oh, I got USF. I got South Florida Bulls on my ass.
I thought you had USF. I forget USF too because you saw the Texas champions.
I just said they'd be better off if they went back to Division II. They could just run the FBS or the FCS.
Yeah, you ain't making no friends, man.
For everything, football and basketball, they could just run it. There are too many people. That Sun Dome, hey man, I said on Twitter, that Sun Dome down there ain't doing nothing. That's a waste of a space down there. Even at that's the reason why Mike Bray took an assistant job and then become the head coach.
Where?
South Florida. So, Tanner, who do you got in the Penn State, Illinois?
I'm going to go Fighting Illini just because I want to keep burying you and get a bigger lead.
Get a bigger lead?
So, yeah.
Damn.
Home team.
Oh, John, I forgot one other team that's been, well, they were pissed at me until they've shit the bed this year so far. Because
I got it here.
It was Nebraska.
Oh, well. They need to go follow Prime.
Well, I said, yeah, but I said they should probably, if they're smart, they should head to the Mountain West.
Damn, man.
I'm trying to look.
Listen, the Big 12 is going to be too big for them.
Right. Well, the two teams still remain in the Pac-12. They own the name. They still own the name of the Pac-12 and the media rights, whatever that means.
Yeah.
And I think that's just going to basically somebody kind of cuts them a check. But they think they still own the name. I don't understand why they don't sell the name to the Pac-12, sell the name to the Pac-12 to the Mountain West, and get that league a little bit more of a name recognition. And there you go. Do they still have a, snowball chances like or whatever, getting back in? Right now, no. But add large bids, there you go. But I think that's what they should do.
You're telling me South Florida's mad at you and their most famous person is Tony La Russa coming out of that damn school.
I mean,
I'm I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm looking at their support.
Hey, I think what really pissed him off is I said that's the second best college in that city because I said University of Tampa was better.
Probably is.
Actually, I should have came out with this, but I didn't, and I may go back and chirp it tonight with those people. But I think IMG is probably better than
You
them.
can tag me in there. I'll start firing at them.
IMG is better than them.
Yeah.
They're right there in Bradenton.
Yeah,
I gotta start making I'm gonna post my list of schools that are pissed off at me. I'm gonna create the new list for the year and just keep track.
Did you, speaking of IMG, just because we're Indian, they did come to town and play Ben Davis last week.
They did, yeah. They stumped
the muzzle win. But I'm proud for Ben Davis to put him on the schedule. That's just some nuts.
Have you watched that BS High?
Yeah.
I haven't.
It's crazy. You need to watch it. It is the most wild. You'll be laughing. You'll be pissed. Like all emotions you'll be experiencing because you feel bad for these kids. This con artist.
If that IMG team would have played that Ben Davis team from like 2001 with James Banks as that quarterback, Ben Davis probably would have beat that ass.
Oh, for sure. James Banks, Mr. Tennessee.
Got 2000. They won like 3 state titles in a row. That Ben Davis football team.
I have an autograph. I have an autograph from James Banks on a basketball that when he was in high school.
You know, we had a sister on here a couple years ago.
Yeah.
She used to be an assistant coach at IU.
Yeah.
And she moved on to Alabama. She was assistant coach at Alabama now. I think she's like a special coordinator with another university right now. But yeah, man, long history with the Banks family athletics around these parts for sure.
Yeah. Hey.
I think it's
JB, how we're kind of off topic now, but we're talking what we always talk about. CM Punk. See ya, AEW.
Oh, see ya.
See ya.
Did see that.
I am more like WWE is changing. I can't even address that. What you just said, it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah,
WWE is changing so fast. Like WWE is changing, like, dude, like it's generated, or it has, it's merged, hasn't it?
Yes.
UFC?
Yep.
So I don't even know I can't even necessarily quantify that because does that mean everybody's gonna start showing up on everybody's show now?
I don't think so. But
no, they watched that. Did you see that thing, Reese? What he said?
Yes.
Like someone said, they were trying to turn UFC fans into WWE fans. And WWE said that's not what this is all about.
No, I think it's more of just two conglomerates merging to make the most money.
Yeah.
And you can invest a lot more.
I think it was a business thing.
Yeah. And Vince is still chairman of the board of the wrestling side.
Yeah. Oh, did you see his dividend pay? What he got cracked for when they sold that thing? Just his dividend. So what he had, $110 million. That was just the dividend.
Hey, there you go. There you go, Vince.
Yeah, that was that wasn't a buyout.
That's that hush money.
Yeah, probably is. That's probably what he is using to pay them off. That dividend money. I didn't even need that.
Right, exactly.
and then how crazy? Hold on, folks. How crazy is it that Triple H says, "Hey man, when he talking about rumors, he says if Shane McMahon comes back, I'll be resigning my damn self."
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
That whole situation is nuts, man. I can't even address AEW. CM Punk, people automatically think he's come back to WWE. He ain't in WWE.
No.
Reese, we should go to that game on Saturday at Lucas Oil. We might be able to run into Shane O'Mac since his son plays at IU. They said Shane O'Mac gave them a legit the belt they have, like their turnover belt, a legit one Shane O'Mac got for IU football team.
They haven't been able to pull that thing out this year yet, have they? I haven't even seen it.
Tweet that at Shane O'Mac and say, hey, I'm coming on Saturday. You got that belt ready for him to use?
Right? I mean, come on, man.
Shane O'Mac, he belt, putting his hand old school WWE style, hit the
Now listen,
quarterback.
I sent John I sent John a thing about what Triple H said about Shane. If he comes back, I'm out.
Yeah, there's got to be bad blood in there or something.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Stephanie.
Triple H is one of the boys who went through and made his way to the top. And I think they might just see Shane as Shane, like you the Silver Son that didn't have to go through the East, you know what I'm saying, for independent.
He left, came back.
Even though Shane, he did all the spots. He took the
Yeah,
bump.
he did take the bump. That dude took the bump. I ain't gonna.
But he didn't have to. Yeah. He didn't wrestle in front of 300 people, or you know what I'm saying, 100 people for $50, man. So there still is that.
Right.
Yeah. Hey man, what's I just saw a video the other day. What was up with New Jack, man? New Jack said he was sleeping with Marlena.
New Jack, I didn't see that.
I know, but I just saw a video released about it. It's making its rounds. While she was with Goldust.
There's a loose like internet rumor. Believe it, you know what I mean? That's why Dusty Rhodes, right, the father, and Dustin kind of like had an odd because like when Marlena was brought in as talent, right? And she, you know, as talent, she, you know, I mean, I ain't saying she stepped around because dudes, you know what I mean? It's ain't nobody here married or whatever, but Dustin fell in love with one of the girls that they're, you know what I'm saying, somebody else, whoever else they've been with, right? And Dad was like, hey man, you know, maybe that ain't the, you know, situation you should go. That's why him and his father fell out. That's why he left initially to go to the World Wrestling Federation to become Goldust.
Right.
So I kind of might believe New Jack might have went there.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
I think Pillman went there. He's one of the dudes that went there with her when they were in WCW. And then when they had that whole spiel when Pillman was in the bed with her.
Yes.
Him and Dustin was kind of like iffy about it, but like this was like do it for the race, you know what I mean? But meanwhile it was causing them problems behind closed doors.
Right.
Even though it was a work and like she was like I'm going home with you, but like dude, you with one of you dudes who used to bang you out.
Yeah.
Sorry, get to bed.
Put the kids in bed. By the way, last thing, if you get a chance on Peacock, they had a documentary for WWE. I just watched. It was the day after. They did a documentary going back the day after 9/11, and how WWE was the first one to go back to a live event when they had SmackDown in Houston. Great documentary. They've got everybody on there. Stone Cold was talking, The Rock, a lot of events, just kind of the thought process of afterwards the next day and all that. So if you get a chance to watch on Peacock, very good documentary.
For sure.
So, all right, Tanner.
I got anything else? Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm trying to think if I saw anything else in sport world that I think of that.
You don't want to come on Team USA, do you?
Oh, don't get me started.
Yeah, I'll just say this. I did see that our starting center, Darren Jett, was averaging 3 rebounds a game in that damn FIFA thing. He wasn't even a leading rebound. Our starting center had 3 rebounds a game.
That's
Shut
right.
up.
Yeah,
he didn't go to Prairie Marine.
Who?
Darren Jackson went to Prairie Marine.
Yeah. He ain't he's not on team. He's not a Team USA guy. There's only one guy that belongs on Team USA on that squad. That's Anthony Edwards. That's the only one.
Yeah.
Everybody else is scrubs. They're better. Those guys. What? Come on, man. Yeah, exactly. They wouldn't sniff it.
The White Battle?
No, man. No. Third best player on the team. Okay, it was against what? Iraq and Lithuania.
Brandon Ingram, man, do you know Serbia went to the medal round without Joker?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Do you know how many scrubs we had on this team? It was a fake team. But you saw what I sent you after the loss. I told you.
The homie Darren Schroeder is in Luxembourg right now.
Yeah, he's the king there now.
He's the king, right? He's MVP.
Yeah.
Man, my goodness. Man, he's going to make up that $90 million real fast.
Somebody else did that as well recently. Somebody else, Rudy Fernandez or something, was big back in the last FIBA as well.
That was for Spain.
Yeah, played out of his mind. There's always a guy that always ends up blowing up for those type of things. But I'll tell you this. After they lost that morning, I sent you one thing, John. I said there's only one man that can save this. And what happened? What was the next day or that afternoon? What was posted? LeBron James is talking to get the team back together, one last run. He's the only one to save this team.
Man, that Dylan Brooks, Team Canada, he went 7 for 9 for
That's scrub. Scrub. That should never happen.
All right. I'm not trying to change subjects, but I know we talk about gambling. Reed, did you see what's going on with that's what I had. What's going on with MGM?
No. What's going on?
Have you seen that?
No.
They got hit with a ransomware. You can't. The lines to check into any the lines at the Bellagio were going out the damn door yesterday. You can't even play slot machines right now.
Really?
Over there. Without having, you have to get a handset. Like all the machines are hacked into. There's like some of them that you can play, but if you want paid out, they gotta literally come and hand pay you at the machine. You cannot print tickets or anything like that. MGM, it's under a complete. I'll send you some Twitter, but you just look up MGM right now. It's complete. They got hacked. The people, the money they want for this ransomware is out of the world. So MGM.
Oh, I'm seeing it right now. Cyber attack shuts down. And wow.
Dude, it's an absolute shit show in Las Vegas if you're there. If you're at an MGM hotel, it's an absolute disaster.
It might be because they found an alien in Mexico, man. It might be because
I saw they found an alien in Mexico.
But Tanner, real deal, man. When you come on next week, man, I was going. There's a big boxing match coming the end of this month. I'm going to get now. I won't put you on the spot right now, man. We got people chiming in on a couple of past shows about boxing and whatnot, man. We got to get. Can you find some numbers on that one? The main event. I think it's Canelo. Right. Yeah.
My brother-in-law is a big boxing guy. I'll take it. I'll get some stuff from him. Big boxing guy.
Yeah, we trying to navigate it. You know what I mean? For real. I mean, boxing more. I mean, I'm more interested in UFC. To be honest with you. You know what I mean? But it's so. You know what I mean? It's so you know what I mean? It's boxing match here. We're you know what I mean? But the biggest one is coming up. But we just want to get to you know some of the betting on that one.
Okay. No, I'll look up some stuff. I'll look that up. I'll get some stuff on that on the boxing side. No problem.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tanner.
I'll look it up. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Hopefully we can enjoy this crappy slate this week and get back to good stuff next week.
Sounds good. See you, buddy.
That's right.
All right.
Follow Tanner Perrott on Twitter.
Yeah, follow him on Twitter. Yeah, well, the conversation continues. Yeah, John, I'm going to put all the teams that are pissed off at me this year. I'm going to put them on Twitter. I can't have them all attack me at the same time, though. That might be a little too much. But any last things, John, before we go?
Just before we go, man, I know your Cincinnati Reds are in a wild card race. Cross their fingers, man.
Battle.
Also know battling. I also know that the Fever now have yet another rookie of the year in Aaliyah Boston, and that was announced late last night. I know this season didn't necessarily go from a win-loss record from an Indiana Fever standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, but these teams are super teams now. I know Brandon don't necessarily watch, and I don't watch the hardcore either, man. But the Vegas Aces are a super team, and the Seattle Storm is still there, and so is New York. So yeah, the Fever with her being number one overall pick and her being rookie of the year, you know what I'm saying? Them having necessarily a great one-off record. They're gonna be right there to pick one of the best, you know what I'm saying, talents come out of college. Either that Caitlin Clark, little lady, you know what I'm saying, fiery up there from Iowa, or even Angel Reese from LSU, man. So again, man, Fever got a lot to build on. Outside of that, Brandon, you know what I'm saying? I think we did a great show. Hey, before I let you go, they got a Daryl show going. I haven't watched it yet though.
They got a what show?
Walking Dead. They got a Daryl show.
Oh, I did hear about that. I haven't seen any of it, but I have heard about that.
Yeah, I got a pen. I think I got to read. I got to re-download my AMC and all that crap.
Yeah, you got to watch the other one, too.
You
didn't watch the New York one with Negan.
Man, I did, man. So I got a lot to make up, man. So, like, man, outside of that, man, I think we had a good show, man. We'll chime in some more next week, man. Outside of that, man, thanks everybody for listening.
We're the fourth winningest franchise in the league since 2000. All right, that means in the upper quartile of winners, we're in the top quartile of that upper quartile.
Thanks for listening to the Crossroads Sports Radio.